Hi and welcome to the Cult TV Sofa. This is a reaction and discussion video for the 13th episode of Season 2 of Stargate SG1 called the Tok'ra Part 2. Don't forget you can see the full version of this reaction on my Patreon channel. Check out the link in the description below. Last time we saw Sam have a flashback memory from Jolinar, the Tok'ra that inhabited her for an episode. She saw the address they dialed to escape an attack, and SG1 wanted to dial the address to try to find the rest of them. At the other end, the Tok'ra popped up, and they had a bit of a Mexican standoff for a while, until they all agreed to stand down, thanks to Sam remembering information about them. Back on Earth, Sam's dad was critical after his cancer had accelerated. The General went to visit him, but Sam's dad didn't want him to bring Sam back from her mission because he was too proud and didn't want her to see him in that way. The Tok'ra explained that they are different to Goa'uld because they ask for volunteers to be their hosts rather than take them. Sam learnt that Jolinar had been in a relationship with one of the other Tok'ra they discovered, Martouf. Whilst they were slowly building trust with the Tok'ra Council, another SG team came through the gate to bring Sam back to Earth so that she could see her dad before he died. But this visit disrupted the talks, and the Tok'ra saw this as a risk and said they were going to keep all of the SG personnel who'd come to the planet as guests until they left the planet and moved on. So let's see what happens in this episode. I'm going to put any relevant trivia that I find over here. And at the end of the reaction, I'll be discussing what happened and my thoughts about it. And just to say, I've not been very well for the last week or so. I've got really, really bad toothache. And it's really hurting. And this headset is putting a lot of pressure on my head. And it really hurts. But I'm also just feeling a bit... So I apologise if this isn't up to my... normal standard of video, because I have to admit I'm not feeling this at the moment, but I had to record it today. So I'm going to start it in 3, 2, 1.
It is possible that portions of Jolinar Malk shall remain in Captain Carter's mind.
Lots by the sounds of it.
Take me to your leader.
I do like that effect, and I still love that one in particular, where you see the sand flicking up as the rings go down. That's really nice attention to detail.
She is the most hunted Goa'uld of all time.
And she's also wanted on Krypton. Yeah, so what's up with him? That looks like a small version of that communication device. I can't remember his name, but the Goa'uld who took Teal'c's son, they at the end. In one of the finales, when the two ships were attacking Earth, they were talking through a huge ball that was in the or sphere that was in the Stargate. That looks like a small version. That's not very good, is it? He's communicating with someone.
Captain Carter's father is dying. I mean, at least let her go.
She's the highest risk of all.
Yeah.
She contains the memory of Jolinar of Malk.
I mean, in theory, if that's their logic, why would they ever let her go? They would surely keep her with them, which kind of goes against their ethos, really, of taking volunteers and not being like the Goa'uld. But if they're saying that, they're not going to let any of them go, but especially not her, because of the memories, then in theory they're never going to be able to let her go. They would keep her with them, because she's too important to all those memories. But by that sort of logic, that's a fair few guards. Oh, a lot of guards.
We have decided that your limited resources do not offer us enough of a reward to risk the high security breach.
I agree. I can see it from their point.
Some technology, some skill, something that you don't have.
I'm sorry, I don't believe it exists.
Oh, well, that's a bit silly and pompous.
We're doing this for your protection as well as ours. I mean, knowledge of our whereabouts makes you and your world a priority target.
I believe that as well.
We're already a priority.
True.
I mean, if you're so disgusted by the very thought of blending, then how can we be associated with one another? I mean, it's obvious that you have distaste for our very being.
No, it's not hatred.
There is nothing more to be said. There will be no alliance. You will remain here until we say otherwise.
Oh, Sam's dad. Okay. So, are they going to put the Tok'ra in Sam's dad? Can it heal cancer? So it'll heal him, and then he'll be a Tok'ra. That would make sense, and it would solve a lot of the issues. I was wondering why he's in it. That would be a good reason, and it would then solve the alliance issue. Yeah, don't quite know how it's going to work though. That does make sense. Oh, that noise really bugs me. It looks so uncomfortable. Those tunnels, there's no comfort or anything there.
He doesn't even know why I'm not there for him.
We're gonna get you back there, Carter.
Well, you can't promise that.
The good news is, there's 8 of us now.
Ooh, that's not a good idea.
I, for one, don't want to hurt any of them.
Yeah, it would ruin any chance of an alliance.
I need to see Garshaw.
Ooh, that got an immediate response.
You said that the symbiote can cure most problems in a human.
Right.
Does that include cancer?
Yeah.
I think we should at least try to offer it to my dad.
Can't? How can you though? You'd have to breach security to do it.
I will let 2 of you go, but the rest will remain to ensure that you will return.
That's fair, but it would have to be Sam. After everything they said, they're still letting her go back.
General, we need to talk.
I mean, yeah, they're gonna. Would the general go for it? Will her dad want to do it?
This won't exactly be saving his life. It'll be more like giving his body to a ghoul.
No, sir, more like letting one share it.
Yeah.
Jacob knows a lot about Earth, about the U.S. military.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. But he doesn't know anything about the Stargate and the protocols involved in that. So that actually goes in his favour. But yes, he does know a lot about Earth and defences, but not about the Stargate and the defence that offers. So, actually, on the scheme of things, in the intergalactic scheme of things, the knowledge he has is actually kind of limited and probably not of much use to somebody else. If it was General Hammond, that'd be a different matter, because obviously his knowledge about the Stargate and everything and the shield, that could be a risk. I'm trying to think if I would do it. If I was fit, well and healthy, which I'm not. I'm definitely not fit. And certainly not well. Can it cure toothache? In which case maybe I would do it. But if I was fit and healthy, I don't think I would. I don't think I'd want to do it. I don't know. Maybe I would. Maybe the adventure and the seeing of the planet and other things. Maybe I would want to do it. Don't know. If I was dying and certain death, which he is, that would certainly change things, and I think I probably would. I think I would do it in that circumstance, definitely. If not, when I was fit and healthy. What have you got to lose? Lots to gain. I still don't think it's as simple as sharing your mind, though. I don't quite know how that works. Sorry, sharing the body. Because when I almost said ghoul, then when the Tok'ra is in control, what happens to the other consciousness, to the human consciousness? Is it pushed back? Is it kind of, can it see what's going on and not do anything about it? Or does it share? I don't quite know how that works. Could you effectively be a prisoner in your own body? Is it in your mind? Don't know. It's a tricky one, isn't it? What do you think? What would you do it? In those two scenarios, if you're fit and healthy, would you do it? And if you were almost certain to die, would you do it? It'd be interesting to know. In fact, I don't know how I'll do it. I might do a poll or something. I've never done that before. Because it'd be interesting to see what people think. I'll try and work out how I can do it.
How do you know it isn't just a trick? We've seen the ghouls speak as humans before.
Yes.
Still are holding SG3 and the rest of your team.
But...
only temporarily.
Yeah.
And they thought it was to protect us as much as them.
And I believe that.
Yeah, I didn't buy that one myself.
Well, I do partly.
He would have the opportunity to serve as the liaison between ourselves and possibly the most important ally we will ever have.
Yeah, he'd be a liaison. He'd be a bridge between the two. That is actually a good point. He would be give him a key role. Can't they grow cushions?
To break from above us and then turn to fight him shows great conviction of character.
That's a bit of a bond growing.
The Gold System Lords have been told where we are. They've dispatched 2 motherships.
When will they arrive?
Within the day, perhaps hours.
So it's that guy, that one Tok'ra with that communication device. He's a spy. He is a Goa'uld. So they're going to tell him about everything?
Clear the room, people.
God, that's a hell of a lot to chuck at someone in that condition.
I told you not to recall her.
Mm-hmm.
Happy to see you too.
What happened to the classification?
Yeah.
But you just got clearance.
What, did the general give that, or has he gone higher? Has he gone to the president and asked for special dispensation?
Dad, have you ever heard of the Stargate program?
So tell me.
You're in for a shock.
Well, this is going to be a lot for you to take in at once.
Yeah.
I travel to other planets, much farther away than any astronaut goes.
So you're not going to tell me the truth? She goes to other planets.
You wouldn't believe it, would you?
We discovered a piece of alien technology. It can send us to thousands of planets all over the galaxy.
You're not kidding, are you?
Don't think I'd believe her if I was in this position.
We'd like you to travel to one of these planets with us.
Why? So I can die there?
Live there.
They have a cure there.
It's not that simple.
What's the catch?
It's Biggie.
It's a doozy, Jake.
Yeah. God, it's a hell of a decision to make. Oh, looks like he's made it. God, he looks frail.
And it sends you to other planets.
Wait for it.
How about them apples, huh?
Let's go down.
I know it's not real, but it must be amazing to be able to walk in there and see that happen.
What's it feel like?
You've handled worse, Dad.
But it seems to be better than it used to be, because initially they used to get thrown out the other end, didn't they? I'm not sure he'd survive that.
You know, I was kind of expecting a little greeting party or something.
You sure this is another planet? Looks like Earth.
The Stargate system was built specifically to transport humans, or something close to humans in physiology.
Plus it's easy on the budget for the show. It's surprising... I was going to say it's surprising they're not there, especially if they know that an attack's coming, guarding the gate. But it looks like they've recalled everyone to evacuate. You still think they would have had some people at the gate, though, just to make sure. He's gone through a Stargate and gone through the rings.
What the heck's going on? We're free.
Oh, they're helping.
Well, we want to be allies, right? So we're lending a hand with the evacuation.
Good idea. That's going to help.
Dad, this is Teal. Teal, this is my father.
It is an honor.
No, mind you, he doesn't look that alien. He's only got that on his head, which is just a mark.
Call him.
Thanks.
He needs to be sat down somewhere.
You have a very special daughter.
You talking about a spy here or what?
Well, if that's the case, moving to another planet is not going to do them much good.
Good point.
You know those little teleball things?
The long-range visual communication.
Yeah.
I've seen them small enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
So have we.
Before deciding, might I suggest that you take a moment to get to know the symbiote that wishes to blend with you?
If that's possible, yeah.
If you agree to the blending, we could be together for a very long time.
Yeah. What if you don't get on?
You don't look so good.
You are no vision of beauty yourself.
They got good personalities. Yeah. I think they'll get on.
I'm the one to whom you should be talking.
You are the one I'm talking to.
No. Surely the Tok'ra's the one you speak to.
She is selfless and caring. She's good company. She has a wonderful sense of humor.
Well, that's good, Dad. You can sit around for hours cracking yourself up.
I've had almost 200 years of laughter.
200.
Then I won't deceive you, sir. We have some pretty awful things buried in our memory.
Bound to in that sort of time.
Will you excuse me, ma'am?
Ooh. Is that the illness, the shock, or both?
Dad, you don't have to do this.
Yes, I do. My only other choice is death.
Okay. So he does say it that way. Not gonna die, that's the only option. Do it. Make sure you take the family silver.
How did you find us?
Well, we did have a spy in our ranks.
Yeah, Sam.
Teleball dealy. What are they?
We don't have those. We have no use for them. The system is not secure.
Well, your buddy Kordesh has one.
He wasn't very secretive, was he? Ooh, she's not happy. I mean, he was completely out in the open showing it. Okay, he wasn't actually out in the open. He was in his room, but they haven't got any doors, they said. They have no need for secrets. Yet he was there getting that communication device out, and Jack saw it. He didn't look around to make sure no one was around before he got it out. Which is a bit weird.
Kordesh is no longer.
I couldn't stop him.
Behind you. Oh. Ew. I'm not what I appear to be.
Do you not think I have the right to decide if I even like you?
Yeah, but your options are limited.
How do you feel about the gold?
Doesn't even know what they are.
Well, you're the first one I've met.
Oh, that was the wrong thing to say.
Ah, trick question.
Is that it? Oh, that's what private talk.
Are you a good man?
You're kidding, right?
No.
We'll be spending the rest of our lives together.
Oh, it's so weird to think about how it's going to work.
And I don't mind telling you, the whole idea scares the hell out of me.
I have decided I like you. But I must be sure that you understand. There will be no turning back.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's all or nothing.
I am very weak. And the damage to your body may be too extensive.
Not a good combination.
We might die anyway.
Yes.
What the hell?
Then can you give me 5 with my kid?
Of course.
They seem like a good match. The personalities seem the same.
I was never good at this stuff.
No, you're really not.
I must thank you. You may have saved the Tok'ra a great many losses.
That's going to have helped.
You still have nothing to offer.
Oh.
Well, the one thing you need most, we can provide. Hosts.
Terminally ill.
For Sam's father, there must be other people in similar situations.
It's worth exploring.
Ooh. Yeah, but Sam's father's a bit different because he's a senior rank. Don't know how that's quite going to work, but...
Now what?
Kiss me.
So it's going to leave her mouth, go through his mouth down his throat. Oh, I mean... I suppose if you told him what was going to happen, he wouldn't do it, but that's still a pretty horrible surprise.
Goodbye, dear friend.
Is he okay?
He's very sick.
We're healing him.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Nothing.
Time. You don't have time.
Our scopes respond to all ships dropping from hyperspace.
Excuse me. I'll apologize if I'm wrong. Kordesh had one of these.
So another spy.
Kodesh said he wasn't who he appeared to be.
Gould.
Kodesh?
The plague that is the Tok'ra will soon be wiped out.
God, that makes him a good spy to be able to move bodies.
Attempt to remove Kodesh from the host without harming her.
Ooh. Okay. So there was a Gould. Cortesh is the Gould inside that human host, the male human host. And it was controlling the host all the time by looks of things to spy. Then it jumped or moved into that innocent woman and took complete control of her. And then the male host, basically with guilt, committed suicide, basically, for what has happened. If he felt that guilty, it would have been good for him to say what happened first, to explain what was going on before committing suicide. So they're going to try and remove the Gould, which I didn't think they could do. They're going to try and remove the Gould from that woman, but I don't know if they'll be able to do that. Okay, so they've helped again to help to protect them. Thank you again.
I believe I shall be proud to call you friend.
Okay, let's turned around pretty quickly. So they're not coming through the Stargate. It's just an orbital attack.
Matuf, all tunnels but this one and the escape tunnel have vanished.
So they said that they can close up all the tunnels.
If he awakens, Selmak knows where we'll be. He can follow.
If I can get him out, I will. If not, I will allow the vanishing tunnels to consume us.
Oh god, there's a whole way to go.
I'll stay.
You are even more vulnerable since you contain the memories of Jolinar.
Oh, my tooth has got the memories of their Tok'ra.
Captain Carter and I will both remain.
What's even worse?
Please, Colonel. I need to be here.
Yeah. So what? How are they escaping? To the Stargate? There's no other way for them to escape.
We may not have much time before the Gold come through the gate, blocking our way.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't.
Shouldn't we wait for Carter?
O'Neill!
Too late. That's quite a few ships.
Dial!
Yeah. Well, I don't think that's going to do much good against those. That's from the film, that shot. Oh, what would have happened if one of the ships had gone through the Stargate then?
I regret that at the risk of capture, Martyr will destroy the underground compound with himself and all your people with it.
I think that's probably better than the other option.
Matuf.
I'm here.
Time to go.
Heading to the size of Kuwait. There's too much stuff in here.
Yeah, it's going to be a sensory overload.
No more arthritis.
Already cured.
No more arthritis.
Yeah, no more life if you don't run. So how long can he live for now? So the other host had lived for about 200 years. So he's got probably at least another 100 years then. I'm not saying he's 100 years old at the moment, but he's got at least another 100 years, realistically. Oh, that was an unusual effect.
Gould attempted to come through the gate.
Not if I dial out first.
How are they dialing faster than the others?
We open the gate or did they?
There's the signal.
So that's the security code.
So when the little fella inside me's talking, do I sound like Sheila?
Yeah.
I can feel myself talking, but it's not me saying the words.
That's weird.
I already know everything there is to know about the Tok'ra. You made the right call. I would be proud to serve as liaison between the Earth and these people.
That's good. But is he an objective person on this subject, though? For all they know, it's the Tok'ra speaking, Gould speaking. Can they trust it's him and not being influenced by the Tok'ra inside him? Don't know. He's not completely impartial in this. It's still hard to completely trust the situation.
Perhaps you can ask them to come with me to do a little debriefing.
I'm afraid we cannot. Because of the spy, the Goa'uld may already be at the site the Tok'ra have moved to.
We must go quickly and stop the tunnels there before they are grown.
And then move again. That's
Do you not
makes
have a
sense.
dialing device here?
Yeah, we slapped the little one together.
You make it yourself. Impressive.
Not so primitive.
I look forward to seeing you again.
Yeah, I bet he does.
Apparently, I'm the oldest and wisest among us.
Which is a bit more chilled out now than he was, at least.
This box has a signature in it we can recognize. Just send it through the gate and we'll know you want to contact us.
Okay. So they've used that before. That Thor's hammer episode.
Oh, Selmac says, let me see if I can translate this. Don't call us.
We'll call you. Okay. That was a good episode. Little bittersweet for Sam at the end. Obviously, yes, her dad's still alive, but now he's left again, and she doesn't know when she's going to see him next. But he is alive, and as he said, he's going on a great adventure now, at least. So yeah, it all turned around very quickly. So yep, there they are, friends with the Tok'ra, and they built on the trust they built up during the episodes, but also the fact that they've said that they think they can offer hosts terminally ill people. Don't know how that's going to work. Will they be just to military personnel who are terminally ill, or would it be to the general public? Don't know. It's interesting to see what happens if anything happens about that, where we learn more about that, how it's going to work going forward. So they've got no way to contact the Tok'ra. They've given them one of those there's like an isotope in there, which is unique to them. So if they do throw it through the Stargate, when the shield's up, it'll hit the shield. They can still recognize who it's from. Although, how do they know where it comes from, where they actually physically are? Because they're going to move around, which is definitely a good idea. They're going to go to the new base they've just started to build, and they're going to scrap that and go somewhere else straight away, which makes complete sense because that site could be compromised as well. So definitely a good idea. Okay, so yeah, got a new ally. That's good. And her dad, as they said, is going to be a liaison, so that's good. He's obviously human, and you've got the Tok'ra inside him, so that's a good bridge between the two. And yeah, so him doing that. I mean, they only met for a few seconds, really, minutes. But yeah, what if you don't get on? You're going to have this person inside your head, both of them inside the head, and there's no escape. You're trapped with that personality basically until, in theory, the host dies, because the Tok'ra can move on. So yeah, a bit harsh, but they did seem to have a laugh and get on. So fingers crossed, their personalities will be okay. But he's got all the knowledge at his fingertips now, but yeah, it's going to be overwhelming. He says he's got a headache because all that information. It'll take a long time to sort of sift through that and understand what he's seeing, sort of the concepts of everything. Interesting. Yeah, no, really good episode. Really did enjoy it. Learned a lot about how things work. Yeah, be interesting to see how we expand on this going forward. So still lots of unanswered questions about it all, but no, it's good. So yeah, let me know what you thought about this one in the comments below, and I shall see you for the next episode. Seeing you.